Hi, I'm Lise from Surmullerum. You may have wondered why we've been so quiet lately. I did have a few things to get over. I lost first my mother, and a few months later also my brother. My brother was just about to retire, and he had a dream of traveling with his beloved Land Rover, using it as a camper and search out beautiful places to camp. He had kitted it out with solar panels, winch and pulleys, off-road equipment and all his camping gear. He wanted to take it to Iceland to camp his way around the island. He wanted to camp in Sweden, Finland and Norway, where we have camped together so many times before. Sadly, he never got to live this dream. I decided then that I was going to fulfill my dream before I got too old to do so. I drove from the UK to Denmark and back to sort things out, sleeping in the back of my car, a Toyota Avensis. And though I do like camping and small space living, this was a bit tight. And that was just me alone. For future trips, I would want Andy with me. But if we're going to do car camping, we're going to need a bigger car. I've dreamt about converting a van for so many years, so now's the time to do it. I want to make it the most inventive, multifunctional, tiny space for us to drive around and see beautiful places. But being very conscious about the environment, global warming, the excessive use of plastic, and the pollution from the use of fossil fuels, how can I justify buying a diesel van? I cannot. And petrol is no better. If I'm going to convert a van into a camper van, it has to be an electric van. Is that even possible? Now let's make some plans. We are Andy and Lise, a musician and an illustrator. This is where all our crazy ideas come together. Welcome to the Surmullerum. When asking questions on all the various online forums, most comments circled around how bad an idea it was to even think about converting an e-van. How it was limited in speed, that it would take so long to fully charge, and the limited distance it would be able to travel on a charge. All negativities. However, for me, I knew there would be challenges and compromises, but I also knew that I was willing to compromise in order to not drive around in a polluting diesel van. We've been researching the different e-vans available. Most of them are too small for what we want, but that is the Mercedes e-Sprinter, the Ford e-Transit, the Volkswagen e-Crafter, the Iveco e-Daily, and the Fiat e-Ducato. We quite quickly eliminated the Sprinter because they only offer the short version, and we also think it's very narrow. The Daily is so new that we will have to wait another year for it, so that went out as well. The Crafter had too low mileage on the charge. We were then left with the choice of an e-Transit and the e-Ducato. The Ducato are superior in mileage. It's a little wider, so that you can sleep across if you want. But other than that, the Transit looked like a good choice too. In the end, we decided on a Fiat e-Ducato and went to see it and also tried it out for a weekend. We were sold. This is the van for us. We were planning to get a new van, but the dealer offered us that 1-year-old promotion van for half the price, so we went for it. We're now the proud owners of a Fiat e-Ducato LH2 e-Tecnico 79 kWh van. And we think we're going to get it next week. They're going to take off the green stickers, so it's going to be a plain white van. The full length of the van is 5 meters and 99.8, so almost 6 meters. Cab is 1.14 and a half, about 3 meters and 70 for the build. The sliding door is 1.25 meters, and the wheel arch is around 90 centimeters. The van is 2.5 meters wide, and now I can draw the van pretty accurately in a 1:20 scale drawing. That's rough shape. We have the mirrors here, and this is a step between the cab and the living area. The sliding door goes on the left. That's the dashboard roughly there. And then we want to install 2 swivel seats. Most van builders put a fixed bed in the back, claiming that they don't want to make the bed every day. In my opinion, it's a waste of space to use up half the living space for a fixed bed. I've made my bed every day all my life. Why should I stop just because the living space is getting smaller? That doesn't make sense to me. I want every single area of the van to have multiple functions. I want it to be able to transform into other functions very easily. I also want it to be light and airy with lots of open space. I would like to be able to walk from the front to the back doors without anything in between. So, the bed goes in the front. It's going to be a pull-out bed in 3 sections. So you can pull out 1 part and get a chaise longue, 2 parts and get a double chaise longue, or 3 parts to get a double bed. You can also choose to pull out only 2 parts and fill in the bit between the bed and the sliding door with a board, and that way be able to sleep sideways if you so choose. Next comes the only full height bit of the build. It's a little bit narrower than the bed and it goes all the way to the back. The back bit is the garage part. Then comes a narrow cabinet housing the charging station and a folding door to the bathroom. Then we have the fridge cabinet, and the bottom is a washing machine. Yeah. And on top of the wheel arch is a compressor for the fridge. And on a shelf on top of it all, it's going to be the fridge itself. The narrow cabinet to the left of the fridge is going to be a pull-out larder. The kitchen is going to be on the left side, all the way to the bed, and then a narrow cabinet with 2 drawers for our clothes. The very back of the tabletop can be folded up, this way up, and in this bit, on a platform that just goes slightly over the wheel arch, depending on the height, is going to be our composting toilet. On the side of the kitchen sink cabinet is going to be the shower attachment, and the shower pan is going onto the floor here with a teak grate on it and a detachable sides that goes around to magnet the shower curtain to. When that tabletop is flipped down, we have quite a sizable kitchen tabletop. We have a sink right here with a fold down tap so that we can cover the sink with a chopping board. And over here we have a triangular gas hob with 3 burners. This cabinet is just tabletop and underneath are wardrobe drawers. Above all of this is going to be upper cabinets. And above the sofa, a little bit deeper upper cabinets too. Inside the sliding door is going to be tracks for a click-in seat so that we can have guests or a grandchild with us. This seat can be taken out and stored in the garage when not in use or at night. We will add a cab bunk as an extra bed too. There will be a step here with a flip-up lid so you can store shoes in there, and also to make space for your feet when you're sitting in the front seats. There will be 2 lagoon tables and 4 mounts. 1 mount here, 1 here, 1 by the door, and 1 in the rear. Under the garage and the toilet sections will be heavy-duty sliders, which when pulled out become benches so you can sit outside. Then with a lagoon table you can eat outside or play cards or whatever you feel like. You can also put a board across and make it into a little patio. Clever. With 2 lagoon table you can mount it in several places depending on where you need it. In the back, by the sofa, by the front seats, outside the sliding door, or between the front seats even. Underneath the sink is going to be a Truma combi boiler, both for water, warm water, and for heating. And there will be a duct to the bathroom, and with the folding door pulled out, you can close off the bathroom to dry stuff. There will also be a little round max fan, probably here. And we've also got a full 40 centimeter fan above the bed. There it is. That's basically it. This is plenty of room for the kitchen. And then when the tabletop is folded up to close the bathroom, you still have quite a good sized kitchen. And now, let's get the build started. If you fancy, please follow along as we build our dream camper van. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a like. Please subscribe to our channel, it's completely free. And if you hit the little bell icon, you'll be notified when we upload new videos. And remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind.